say it every time. Fuck, I hate doing these videos. Turns my stomach every time I think I do something and I'm gonna break through and I just fucking don't. It's just learning more about the human species day and like hey, Mises, if you ever see this or anybody who's a good Christian, just based on this fact alone, should go tell Marty that if he actually believes in Jesus and God, and if he believes in hell, he's probably going just based on the fact that he hates Canadians alone. Like, who else has he said he hates? The South? His own people. Do you think that those people go to heaven, Marty? Like, you do know you're serving the devil, right? Like, you gotta fucking know you can't be that stupid, are you? Like, you have me blocked from your fucking chat. You talk the big talk about everybody else, and you block them as well. Cashville proved that. But you let me up on your stream to think that you can humiliate me for 30 seconds. But meanwhile, you're the fucking shit turd who said you would destroy me and fucking make me out to be a false prophet. Why the fuck would you be scared, Marty? Should be an easy task. You guys are the best trolls YouTube has to offer, aren't you? But none of you want to go for it. I told you I'll give you numbers of all sorts of people that hate me. If you can get the true story, because I'd like to know their side as well. Marty, do you think Jesus was nice when he was here? Or do you think if he saw someone acting the way you fucking act, and you tried telling Jesus that you were having a fucking online affair with his wife, how do you think he would treat you? Sit there and rub your head and say, it's okay, Marty, you can be as stupid as you fucking want, you fucking moron. I know people don't think I'm a prophet because I use the word fuck all the time. It's a curse word. No, lies are curses. Words are words, and well, they have multiple fucking meanings for a reason to get you all twisted in the head. I mean, go and look. What's the definitions? What is the meaning? To have sex with. We know that one, right? Ruin or damage something. Used alone or verb in various phrases to express annoyance, contempt, or impatience. You kind of see how the meanings don't even correlate. Some people would look at sex as pleasure, but if we drop something on our toe, we yell fuck when it hurts. It's weird, eh? English language. But anyways, back to Marty. How could you be so stupid to act the way that you guys do? Like, I just watched AD rip a young girl apart because of her weight. Because she was a Tom McDonald fan, and I thought she owned his ass. And anybody who says different is... She brought the facts, and I just wanted to have a conversation. he wanted to play the Marty games. Kind of disgusting. But then again, why would AD be disgusted with Tom McDonald for doing his veterans thing when he said all the proceeds go to the veterans? Wouldn't you want him to promote it so that more money would go to your fellow men? That's what I mean. I don't understand. We can't comprehend that. Well, when we went to war, we admit that it was a farce because there was no weapons of mass destruction. So we admit that we got conned into going, but hey, we got Saddam. We're not smart enough to say maybe Saddam wasn't the bad guy. Maybe we were. Maybe we lied to get ourselves over there. And what were we actually after? Was it worth my life? Was it to protect my land, my family? Or was it to line the pockets of somebody else's family? Can't even admit it to ourselves. Because as humans, we don't want to fucking be wrong. Avoiding that we're wrong is going to be bad for the awakening. And it's going to be bad. Avoidance. I'd start looking at yourselves dead straight on in the face. Try and accept it as like, how can you act the way Marty does and not know that you're a fucking complete buffoon? I'm like, here's the thing. I don't think Marty grabs the concept of God. Like, to me, like I said, my pet head starts to just pop when I start thinking of God because to me, he's limitless. So to me, he knows my every thought. He knows my every move. You know what I mean? I know that he's watching me. Therefore, to be a buffoon is not beneficial for me. But if I am a buffoon, going back and fixing it and making sure it never happens again and then forgetting it ever happened. Repentance, you know what I mean? I wonder if Marty will ever hit that point. Maybe. I'm gonna tag Mises in this. I'm just gonna get to this part here. But yeah, anyways, Mises, I'd have a talk with your new found friend, and wow, maybe as a follower of Christ, that's somebody that you shouldn't be hanging out with because, wow, he wants you on his team and he'll pump you up right now first because he has a hatred of fucking Ryan Upchurch so bad. But if Martin Speaks can gain from you, he will fuck you over and like he'll just for some views. Just for some views, he'd fuck you over. But hey, that hasn't been proven in the past. Hey, Mises, did you know that Johnny Gobble and fucking Martin Speaks and PBR are fucking considering a lawsuit against Ryan Upchurch? Ryan's destroyed all three of their lives. When all three of them went looking for Ryan's attention, I don't think he knew who they were before they started fucking flapping their gums off. But they're the victims. Don't get me wrong. I'm a little anyways, I wanted to go over Mises' thing. Put it up.
Bar, I was just like, huh. Like I was like, yo,
How he got
it.
his name,
Like
Mises.
that's it, Mises. Because it meant exactly what that bar said. Like, I'm not perfect, I'm not Jesus. I'm just trying to be like a voice or whatever you want to call it. I'm just trying to stand for believers who know that we ain't perfect, but he is. And I'm gonna touch on the saint.
That's a perfect name. Isn't that the point of it? Being like Jesus the best that we can, but We'll see what he says about having the name Saint here.
Thing, my handle in a minute, but like believers, saints, like my hat right now, they're interchangeable. People try to use this word saints like it's some super Christian or super whatever. I'm gonna touch more on in a second, man, but people are tripping. That's not biblical. So, anyways, on a note of biblical, that was when I chose the name Mises. And for people who say that it's blasphemous or that I'm out of pocket or whatever, crazy, or I'm saying I'm super better than people or whatever, like I think I'm Jesus. Listen, Galatians 2:20 literally says, "For no longer I who live, but Jesus or Christ." Actually, it says, "For Christ who lives in me." It's
Christ that lives in me. I've been saying it for 4 fucking years, but nobody gets that. I beg for Marty to prove that I'm a false prophet because I don't want to fucking do this. All I'm trying to do is get a fucking platform because, hey, who the fuck would want to live with this? Either I want to prove myself or I'm not living in this fucking head anymore. And Justin Trudeau, I'd be a perfect example for the MAID program that he wants in place for crazy people. He's got doctors going for retraining because they didn't think it was a good enough reason to kill people. Turns out this MAID program, it's like when they die, they drowned. It's you have to look into it yourself. If you guys want the clips, come in the comments. I'll tell you where to go. It's on a news channel, so if it's full of shit, then whatever. But anyways, like I've been trying to tell people, hey, I've had a fucking spiritual awakening. It's all about the truth. And guess what? None of us know the truth. Actually, there probably is some of us that know the truth. But they're the ones fucking running the world trying to fucking destroy us. But I don't think they know the absolute truth. That's the thing, though. That's the fun part. Everything we know, everything we've ever learned is from a man. From a man. Man wrote the Bible. Man tells us what space is. Is everything a lie? No, obviously not. There's proven truths, you know what I mean? But at times, people weren't even allowed to read their Bibles because they didn't know how. They'd have to go to their priest to have them tell them what this said. And then the people who killed Jesus, who were running the show, you think that they couldn't get rid of Christ altogether, you know what I mean? This eating the flesh and the drinking the blood, or it just doesn't sound like a Jesus type thing, you know what I mean? In the Bible where it says to be a good little slave, I think there's all sorts of, like, this is just my opinion. But when King James has his fucking hands in it, and he's saying, hey, hate all the homos, but hey, it's okay for me to be one. You know what I mean? And then the witchcraft book or whatever it is, you have to go look for yourself. It's all sorts of weird. Anyways, let's get back to the Mises.
Of the Bible, and there are so many other scriptures that back this exact same thought process, this exact same theology. We are called to be like little Jesuses in the world. Like that's literally what Chris.
That's what it fucking is. And you guys put me down because I see things coming for your fucking children. Because that's what a fucking man of Christ would do. He'd be willing to die for Christ and the things that Christ would be willing to fucking die for. No one fucking gets that. Spirituality is not about fucking bouncing around in the fucking light. It's about taking your light to the darkness, figuring out where the problems are so you can help. That's what my spiritual awakening's been about. fucking learning how the system fucking operates. How in the fuck do you hospitalize someone 5 fucking times for fucking violence and suicide with zero evidence of either? In fact, being stronger than ever, willing to stand up and ask my fucking prime minister if he's a filthy douchebag and if he'd prove to me he's not, because I'd rather think that he's not. But I think that he's evil as shit, and it is my right to question him. You know what I mean? Like, it's just not the hospital system I learned about, it's the police system. It's all sorts of fucked up, and I got all the proof in the world. The work system. There's nowhere to go. You get fucked over by work. Yeah, sure. If I wanted to collect a bunch of money, no fucking problem. But if I actually want to stop the problem from ever happening again and actually having them punished, no fucking chance of that. And again, people are just hush money, just shut up and go away, and people are happy because they can fucking have a few bucks knowing that the fucking next person not giving a shit. It's the way they want us. The system wants us broken, because once you're broken, you're fucked. Once you take that downward slide where you can't start affording shit anymore, you lose hope. You don't give a fuck. You do stupid things. You lie, cheat, and steal to do whatever it takes to fucking do whatever you can for your family. Fuck. Do you imagine? Whoever watches this, imagine to yourself if you thought you were the chosen one or the Mashiach or whatever. And Mashiach means anointed one. Messiah means anointed one. I've always said, hey, maybe there's something going on in my fucking head that makes me do this. Maybe there's some Christ oil in there. But I've also said, I'm nobody's Messiah. If you follow me, you'll go straight to hell. And I'm not going with you because I warned everybody not to follow me. It's the truth you want to follow to get the love of the Father. But you guys can't see that I'm brave enough, and all I asked for was help and support to fucking garner the attention of my prime minister and my fellow Canadians. And tell them maybe it's time to fucking rise and show America how it's fucking done. Stop letting this bullshit happen to our children. Stop turning a fucking blind eye to the WHO. Stop it before it fucking happens. Like, at least take a fucking look. Hey, what's wrong with, hey, if I had a platform, I'd be trying to fucking gather everybody up. Like O'Keefe and fucking Roseanne Barr, Candace Owens, and fucking everybody to fucking, and they're fucking going after Alex Jones too. What if he's a fucking chosen one? Those motherfuckers would pay, like he says, eh? We get everybody to find out who's on the side and come together and fucking come up with a plan to make sure that the regular fucking news gives us the fucking right news. So we can show our soldiers that we love them. And if we got bad medicine, that means they don't fucking give a fuck about them, but we do. So whose side do they want to be on? It's only a few fuckstains running this thing. If we had the support of our police and our militaries, there'd be no stopping us. But anyways, I want Martin. Can someone please tell Martin to prove me a false prophet? It's like I said, I think I come from a bloodline too. I don't know. I've always been willing to find out. But I'm not sending my fucking DNA to 23andMe or whatever the fuck it is. I'm giving my DNA to somebody just in case it is fucking special. Who knows? I fucking, something's wrong with me. Am I crazy in my head? Why wouldn't you use that to your advantage? Fuck, let me go on my prime minister. Make me look like a fucking idiot. Be the big trolls that you say you are. Fuck, like do something. Instead, you'll sit there and pick on fucking easy pickings. You know what I mean? Like Rocco and Squares, what do you guys like? Let's listen to music some more.
He is. We are to follow the teachings of Christ. And so I'm out of pocket because I picked a name that I wanted to point back to my Savior.
And I'm out of pocket for telling you I think your kids are in trouble. And you tell me you know all about the organization that's coming. And I'm not supposed to say you're fucking stupid for not saying no. Or at least fucking propping me up so I can fucking say something and getting this ball rolling. I've been through a lot of shit. I've seen, you guys know currently, my son, and I wouldn't lie because I would be found a liar. CAS has stolen my kid's child, brand new baby, stole it from him. And we have to go through court and a bunch of fucking bullshit just to get his child here. There's no issues, no problems. In fact, we're a kin approved home for the CAS, and we have a child in our house, in our care, that is not of our blood. Where my child resides. And there's no one to go to. Who do we go to? How do we bring attention to this? Because what's going to happen to the girl who's in charge of this? Because, in all honesty, my wife's not going to stop until it's at least fucking agreed upon that none of this was necessary. But they're not going to have to pay for it because they can just do whatever the fuck they want. There's no one for them to answer to because they're the government. And they have the right to do whatever the fuck they want. And with the new WHO treaty that they're back fucking dooring, this is coming from Chris Sky. So if it's bullshit. See, they want us to think that it wasn't approved, but they're getting together right now in the fucking back streets trying to figure something out so they can fucking give the authority from the WHO under all of the countries so they can implement the WHO fucking rules. It's a fucking joke. When are you guys gonna see? They want all these immigrants coming in. They want to cause chaos and fucking mayhem. They want you all arguing about Israel and Palestine and not worrying about your own fucking lives. Because if we took center stage and we took the fucking opportunity to show Israel and Palestine that, hey, this is how you do it, maybe they'd all lay arms and say, fuck, why are we fighting for them as well? Well, we can't fucking do that because it's too scary. What has Joe Biden said that he's offering anybody for the future? Do you guys pay attention to shit? Do you? Anything? What is he offering? No, all he wants to talk about is Donald Trump. Does Donald talk about Joe? Yeah, he'll do a little skit about how fucking stupid he is. And then he tells you about how he wants to build super cities with flying fucking cars. He wants to move you into the fucking future. But nobody hears that shit. Go look it up for yourself. You know, he has said in court or some sort of meeting, it's online, he knows who Anonymous is. They ask him if he knows who Anonymous is, and he says, I'd rather not say. But he also says, you'd be surprised. Why would they say that? Unless he's a bad actor, you know, all part of the show. But do you guys think about shit like this? Hey, did you guys ever hear what the paperwork was that he got caught with? It was paperwork saying that his own government was trying to set him up to look like he started a war in Iran. Don't think you should hold on to that. Hey, it looks like my government's trying to fuck me. But even though he's the one that made Iran, like, not real rich, so they couldn't give Hamas money, but then there's Joe Biden to come in and go 6 for 6, and here's 6 billion. I keep saying this shit all the time. Then they gave another 10 for another reason. Like, why would you fill the pockets of someone who's gonna feed your enemy and you know it? Because you want it to happen. There's no other reason. 6 people for 6 people plus $6 billion. You want me to think that the government actually thinks that 6 lives are worth $6 billion? And they'll fuck Afghanistan up the way that they did. Not care about the lives that were lost there, or the chaos and mayhem and tax dollar money that was left, and fuck. Anyways, let's get back to Mises.
I wanted to point back, so when the world sees me, I want them to see Jesus in me. And when people who are outside of the church,
this is exactly what I've been doing. When my spirit, listen, when my spiritual awakening started happening, I've been honest the whole time that I've recorded it. And someone was telling me I was Jesus. And that fucking wasn't a comfortable feeling. It wasn't like, oh, ha, ha, ha. No, it's like, fucking someone talk to me about this shit that's going through my fucking brain and the fucking images that I'm fucking seeing. Like, I'd like to, this is uncomfortable. Like, I've been like the prophet Jeremiah, fucking on my hands and knees, fucking bawling my eyes out, saying no. Give it to somebody else. I can't wake anybody up. They're fucking stupid. I tell them the truth and they don't want to fucking face it. I can't even go on a fucking live without fucking blah, 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 fucking stopping me from talking, so they don't get fucking exposed, or they don't have to explain where the fuck I'm wrong. It's unbelievable. It's complete narcissism. Narcissism is running this fucking world. Fuck, the only thing that's gonna fucking remove the demons in this world is the fucking truth. Like, I don't know everything, but I do know something's gonna happen. And these motherfuckers, this is just my opinion, maybe I'm wrong. People like Greg Locke and Ivan Salvador running around touching people, saying he can remove demons and threatening people to remove their demons. Like, hey boys, you got those fucking superpowers. Go get fucking Bill Gates, George Soros, fucking Mr. fucking BlackRock, Larry Fink there, and fucking remove their fucking demons and help save the fucking world. If you're that fucking powerful, you bunch of fucking lying dipshits. If you had the power to remove demons, you'd fucking... Only the truth can remove demons. That's what I mean. When you get a narcissist and they got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and they gotta fucking look at themselves, watch them just fucking. That's gonna be Johnny Dagburn. He's gonna lose his motherfucking mind when the whole world is watching him and he's fucking got nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, and the world can judge for themselves what a fucking piece of shit he is. That might be the best thing that ever happened to Johnny, though. Because it's in your struggles where you'll find God. He'll fucking beg God to take it away. He'll beg. But he'll become big and strong because there'll still be some people bugging him. And it won't even bother him anymore. He'll be like, hey, I'm glad I was that douchebag because I became the man that I am today. A man of God who will stand up and fucking help the children or help people when I can. Inspire people. That's the problem. We want to help as humans. A lot of people want to help all the time. What's the sense of helping if the people that you're helping all the time don't want to help themselves? You know what I mean? We should be a hand up, not a fucking handout. I think that's what God's trying to say. It's up to you guys. There's people here to help you. If you want a hand up, we're here. If you just want to help and you don't want to do any work for yourself, go fuck yourself. No savior's coming. It's all on you. That's what I think. But hey, I'm open then to God, to Jesus coming through the sky and having his sword, and I think his swords are here. We're his swords. Our words are gonna pierce the enemy worse than any fucking sword could. We're gonna cause some mental fucking bullshit in this world, and you guys are gonna be part of it. Unfortunately, I warned you guys. I was like, watch what you say in my comment section. Don't be too big of a douche, just in case. Because you're only hurting yourself, and you're going to have to face the fact that I'm chosen, and that you went on my page and you said this stupid shit, and now you got to pay for your own mistakes when all I did was try and warn you. You know what I mean? I used to say on the TikTok a long time, it's recorded a long time ago, I'm the biggest troll that will ever live. Thing is, I don't have to do nothing. Y'all troll yourselves. It's beautiful. God has trolled the world with his people. You know what I mean? Hopefully we get to know that. Well, we can stop trolling ourselves and maybe we can create heaven on earth. Who knows? Who knows what the future may hold? All we have is the present time, you know what I mean? Now's the time to change it, but if everybody wants to keep living in the past, complaining about how their ancestors were slaves and they've never known what it's like to be, well, they are the slaves. They're even, at least their ancestors were smart enough to know they were slaves, you know what I mean? We're all slaves. It don't matter what color we are. We are freaking, like, listen, if you guys can't figure out that the Federal Reserve is a debt right from the get-go, and that's called slavery, you know what I mean? There's no getting caught up. And someone's getting that money. And it ain't the people. Isn't the money run through the system? Like, this is something I always wondered as a child. I was like, fuck, this system don't make sense. But hey, as an adult, when you really start to pay attention, you're like, holy fuck. But hey, well, let's listen to the rest of this. I'm gonna go to bed soon.
Okay, with me.
Oh, we got a commercial. Oh, hey memes, if you're still here, how's it going?
who are like questionable about church, they don't know, like, and I want them to all see, like, yo, you don't gotta be perfect, you don't gotta have this thing all figured out before you come. Matter of fact, you're never gonna have it all figured out. But
that's the thing. He's right. You're never gonna have it all figured out. I definitely don't got it figured out. I fuck up all the time, and I say I'm a prophet. But hey, at least I own up to fucking up because, well, I have to because it's fucking recorded. Just like all you guys are recorded, you know what I mean? Not just with God, but on the fucking internet too. You can fucking delete her, but she's there forever, and you're gonna have to fucking take those recordings to God. And, well, is it worth being a douchebag over? You know what I mean? Is it worth not fucking standing up for something and doing the right things? Like most of you people call yourselves Christian. You're nothing like Christ. Not even fucking close. Not even remotely. Christ was a gangster. He was a gangster.
you
I'm
go,
gonna do a video
just like
on
the
that.
gym. Like it'd be like saying, "Oh, I'll go to the gym when I get in shape." No, you go to the gym to get in shape. You don't have to be perfect. Is the point of Mises? You know, it's like you're gonna see me and Jesus.
And who says Jesus was perfect? In all honesty, because he is perfect, because he was willing to die for us. He had to study. He went and studied everything. Perfect beings don't need to go out and learn, you know what I mean? See, that's the thing, like, how do I, like, I never have anybody in here. And sometimes I have like 3 people, but they're gone real fast. But who knows? Who knows if these people counter things work? Like, what do I say that's wrong? I don't get it. What do I say that's wrong? What is it that I say that fucking nobody wants to say anything in the comments? I'll get a hello and I'll answer, or people will ask me where I live and I'll say, hey, where are you from? Nothing. You know what I mean? This is like, sometimes I think to myself, like, am I in a simulation in a world that just fucking does not comprehend Christ? Like, just because I say the Bible's been altered doesn't mean I don't think that the Bible tells you the way, because Mises just told you. Like, the Bible tells you, Jesus tells you in the Bible, hey, the woman who grabbed his garment, he said, hey, I didn't do that, you did, because you believed in me. It wasn't just me, it was the both of us. The Christ lives in all of us. He said we would do greater things than him one day. Maybe these are the days. Maybe this is what he was talking about. Maybe he's waiting in heaven for us. Maybe it's the human's job to get them out of their own human problems. God's just sent people to try and help. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? It's.
And I'm not gonna hide either side. You're gonna see all of it, good, bad, ugly. But I'm at least wearing it on my sleeve and saying, yo, this is who I am.
It's called authenticity. If you're not authentic, you can't have Jesus. If you're not willing to be yourself, and you gotta wear a mask to accommodate people, you know what I mean? You ever notice people act different around other people? It's called masking. It's not being your authentic self at all times. It's changing who you are according to your environment.
I am a follower of Christ, and so that takes me to the second part, Saint Mises. Why did I choose Saint Mises as my handle? Very simple, man. I tried to use Mises. It was taken, like a page made in like 2012 with like one post, and I was like, really, dude? And I tried to message the person a couple times. Obviously, they weren't active on it no more, whatever. I wanted one that I could use the same handle on every platform. So I couldn't get Mises. I think Twitter was took too. So I was like, all right, I chose Mises Music originally. And I didn't like that because to me it felt like a product. And social media is like a personal thing, like it's a people thing. Like I just was like,
It should be, but it's
so
a shithole.
I chose it just so I could
Full
have
of
a uniform
hatred.
thing. And I think I had that for a few months or whatever, but I never liked it. You know, it was just what I chose so I could at least get going and have something going. And then I thought of the name Saint Mises, and I looked and it was available on all platforms, and that's when I chose it. Those of you that think that saint means like I think I'm holier than thou or I'm better than other Christians or whatever, y'all need to read your Bible, man. Greetings to the saints. That's what they called each other. That's what the early church called each other. It was like brother. It was like Christian. It was they're interchangeable. The word saint literally was that. It was what the people of God, the followers of Christ referred to each other as, man. Nothing more.
And that is the definition in the dictionary. Follower of Christ.
Tripping and turning it into something that it really ain't, man. But anyways, you want to talk about my music being violent or I cuss. Okay, let's talk about the saint of all saints, right? Saint Peter, right? We can all agree he's a saint. That's the dude that literally hacked a dude's ear off right in front of Jesus. Standing right next to Jesus, he took his sword out and swung.
See, I don't agree we should have violence, but that's the thing. We can all change. We all do bad shit. We all act like buffoons, but we can change by wanting the truth. And if you look at the truth of the world right now, the truth would probably be it's a fucking pretty evil place. And humans will turn on each other all over the place. I'm not saying all are bad, but I'm saying with my story, I can show you how many people that look really good in society are really deep down pieces of shit and would sell somebody out just to keep what they have, not even to gain, just to make sure that they have their fucking family safe and secure the way that it is. But watch somebody else's life be destroyed. These are hard knowing, but then again, I knew AD was going hard tonight too. Like, what do you guys think about that? Like, I thought it was Marty's girlfriend on there or something, but he's just randomly, that's just some random girl that came to take up for Tom to say, hey, you know, at least he was. I mean, I don't know. I got caught up in the whole Upchurch thing too. I was like, because Upchurch was making it sound like Tom is sus, and because while he says he doesn't have a record label, but he's under this kind of shit, and how to get the hog town, like he insinuated a bunch of shit, but never really said anything. You know what I mean? No solid proof. But hey, then again, nobody keeps asking the fucking question. Dagburn put out there that fucking Jelly and fucking Struggle told Ryan they had killers on the payroll. No one ever, and Ryan says he has recordings of people, but fucking nobody ever lays anything out there. Just fucking throw that shit out to the universe so everybody keeps wondering and guessing, and instead of fucking standing by. If you got a fucking problem with people, fucking show them what your problem is. And to me, like, I think Adam Calhoun's kind of weak too. And this is why. Like, if Upchurch is gonna play this game with them and doesn't want to fucking tell them what the problem is, why don't you just say, fuck you, bud, I don't want you as my friend anymore. Sorry, but I'm not gonna play this fucking game with your fucking YouTube retard friends neither. Like, either you tell me what the fucking problem is, or fucking say la vie, you know what I mean? Can't fix something, I don't know what's wrong. But hey, That's the problem. Christians always say forgiveness, forgiveness, forgiveness. And we should forgive. But that doesn't mean we should keep inviting people into our lives that continuously keep hurting us and forgiving them over and over again. I don't think that's the way it's supposed to be. I think you're just a sucker at that point, you know what I mean? You're supposed to forgive them and let them go on their way, and hopefully one day you meet them in heaven again and start a brand new relationship. You know what I mean? Sometimes you should show people your bad behavior will make you lose people. Those people will start behaving properly so they can find good people to hang around with again. You know what I mean? But hey, who knows? See, I went off on a tangent. This whole music industry thing, it kind of bothers me. What do you guys think? Anybody who watches this, go into the comments. We got this whole Generation X thing going on over at TikTok. Everybody's making the music make a comeback, and everybody's doing. Some are about the children and making a change in the world, which is a beautiful thing. But a lot just want to get some money off their channels. They want to build their channels and they want to expose music and stuff like that. But a lot of them are pumping to Eminem right now. Like, I've been seeing a lot of people with Eminem. Like, what if he is an evil hybrid? Unholy hybrid. That's what he says in his video. What if he is? Could you guys stop idolizing him? Hey, Mises, would you fucking diss track fucking Eminem? Could Adam do it? Could all of you get together and go after, if there is a holy war going on? Would you go after someone who says they're unholy, but hey, they're a rap god? You know what I mean? They're a rap god. Would you guys be willing to take that rap god on? In the name of Jesus, you know what I mean? Or do you think he's with Jesus? I don't know. I just question things. You know why I question it? Lyrically, kings never die. Well, they do. I think there's an ending coming up for kings who want to rule. True kings don't want to rule. They want to have a kingdom filled with many kingdoms where everybody takes care of their own kingdom. You know what I mean? I think that's the way a true king should be, but Eminem also thinks that kings never die. So that's outside. Anyways, this is what gets me wondering. This is not fake stuff. I've seen the videos. Dre, Snoop Dogg have a sex tape out there somewhere. Someone got a hold of this sex tape, and it bothered them so much that they had to come out publicly. Because this is the video I seen. I can't remember what it is. You have to Google it, take a look for yourself. And basically asked to get the tape back. And they said, well, what's exactly on the tape? Well, we don't exactly want to say. It's not good. you have to listen to what they have to say, you know what I mean? But then you listen to the word out on the street in the industry. The biggest ones are paying a high price. Now, you gotta ask yourself, Snoop Dogg, part of the NBA, part of the NHL, part of WWE. He's even done some UFC stuff. He's a superstar all over the place. And really, when you think about it, when was the last time he put out some decent music? You always jam to the old Snoop Dogg, right? Might be funny how this world works. But then again, maybe they aren't bad guys. They just wanted to get that data, one-time thing or something, and they just wanted to make sure that they couldn't spend some. They just had to spend some money to, who knows? Who knows what it is? It just makes me wonder, though. You know what I mean? Sex tape, Jeffrey Epstein. They used to film shit. It really gets you to wonder when these things come up. You know what I mean? My. I think I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna have this wait. We'll get ready. It's coming. Right. I got one person watching. I got one like. And right now, see, I'm manifesting this. I'm making it happen. It's one. It's the longest minute ever. 0. I can't force something. Anyways, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna try and figure out another way to fucking either use my craziness to benefit and help the world, or maybe I find out if I do have some Christ oil in the head, or I do come from a bloodline, or hey, maybe someone wants to hear my story and I can prove to you that there's fucking God. Because that's what happened to every prophet. They had to go through hell, so they had a story to tell about their adventures with God. You know what I mean? It's a fun-filled trip. See, spiritual awakening is not what everybody thinks it is. At least not for me. There's been a lot of laughs, a lot of heartache. It's been a real drama show. But hey, I look forward. Can you guys please have, I love it from Marty. Mr. Christian YouTube, the Lion Sensation over at Truth Nation. Please have him debate me. Tell him not to run scared. Tell him I'm just a Canadian. I'm just a worthless fucking Canadian piece of shit. And he can take me. Hey, maybe we can get his buddy Mises to mediate, and Mises can call me a fucking false prophet too. Maybe someone can show me, humiliate me in front of everybody. I've been waiting for it. I've been asking for it, but nobody wants to fucking give it to me. Except AD wants to tell me I have demons. Johnny Dagburn wants to run and hide so he never has to hear or see me. And fucking Martin's the same way. And fucking Triple T, I want to talk military with him. He don't want to do that. But AD, he just fucking, I don't know. He says he wants to talk to me, and then I go on a show, he doesn't. And if I go to mention shit, he deflects. And I mean, it's all recorded. If I'm lying, I'm in big trouble with God, right? That's the thing. These people who use God to their advantage, I would never do that. That's so fucking stupid. That's the ultimate way to hell. Like, don't you think? Like, hey, if you guys had to ask yourselves, is Kenneth Copeland gonna do well in life when he finds out there's actually a God? And he has to pay karma for every prayer letter he ever received. Like, it doesn't pay to be a shed, I don't think. But anyways, I got, like, why does this counter keep flicking and flicking? One and none and one and none. Is that accurate? Who's on here? Can someone tell me who's on here? So at least I know the one person that's watching. Anyways, God has a sense of humor. I think people thought the 144,000 were gonna be like these people in fucking Pope's clothing. I guess again, suckers, we got personality, and we're here to come save the day. And if you don't want us to, we don't care. You got your own choices to make. You know what I mean? But if you're gonna get aggressive with us, we're gonna tell you. You're gonna pay for it. Watch what you do to the chosen ones. But anyways, I'm looking forward to somebody putting me in my fucking place because I don't enjoy this. I'm a 51-year-old man who has to run around saying, I'm a little star seed and I'm here to help save the world. Wake the fuck up! Your children are in trouble. Are you not fucking smart enough? Hey, we could change this world. It could be a beautiful thing. But you guys like living like this because you don't want to say no. The FBI is not as tough as you think they are. Like I said, if we all surrounded them with coffee and donuts and said, hey, good ones, let us know what the bad ones are and let's take them to jail. That's not causing any sort of riots or anything like that. That's just saying, hey, if there's any good ones out there, can you let us know what the bad ones are doing? It'd be beneficial towards humanity because we could change the world. Hey, good guys, FBI, you could change the world. You could be the messiah of your own world. But just getting the truth out there. You know what I mean? Wrap yourself in the truth. I think that's what I'm here for, to simplify spirituality. A simpleton like me can fucking help save the world by pure faith, imagination, and well, I'm a genius too. But nobody knows it, and I'm gonna show it. And the only reason I'm a genius is because God makes me a genius. I know I fucked the world. The world just doesn't know it yet. But I'm willing to show it. But hey, if you guys want to try and show me that I'm the joke of the world, well, hey, let's find out who the joke of the world is, boys and girls, and come and get some. Let's find out. I'm begging every troll on YouTube. Come put me in my place. Hey, Christians, show me that I'm a false prophet. Tell me what a fucking demon I am. Tell me how I'm going to hell. And I'll show you where you're going to hell. Hey, if you want to take all that fucking energy and give it to me about being a false prophet, and you don't want to put your eye on the prize like the fucking children and tell me where the future is and fucking looking pretty shitty and maybe we should change it, and you want to put your energy on me, go ahead. Show me, show God, show everybody what a piece of fucking shit you are because you'd rather come after me than save your own children. Good luck in the awakening.